Hey everybody, I got an exhaust here. I happen to have this in the attic. Somebody gave me a bunch. Supposedly they were supposed to fit my 2012 gas that I had, but I tried them all at that time and none of them fit. So one of them has a ding in it, and I want to test out the kit I got before I test it out on the ding on my new Beta. So I bought this kit. I'll give you the link to a guy off eBay that makes these. Has insert for smaller pipes. I got the one that fits 125 to 300 cc. He said this was the kit I needed for the Beta. Should work on most modern bikes, but as you can see, you clamp this to the big side here. It has a pressure gauge, so you can watch the air pressure. On the other end, you have a fill spot, so you can fill with air. And those are just the spacers for the smaller pipe. Take those out because I don't think I need those for this. And also you get longer bolts with this kit for if you need it, I think, for the width there. But we'll see. I want to get this all hooked up and I want to heat this up and add some air and see what happens. First we'll take this end, loosen it, pop that spacer out. Don't need that. Let's see if that's wide enough to fit on in here. I think I need to let that go a little bit longer to reach. It seems that these are 11. Okay, tighten these guys first, so that's clamped down, then go and do these ones. And this is going to push into the silicone. So then you go to the stinger, as they call it, which I never knew that until recently. And you can see that's not going to fit behind that line. So that's why they give you the longer bolts. A lot safer than the janky one I made. And you got that guy, loosen. So it looks like I'll need longer bolts for this exhaust. For reference, I didn't know until I went to the hardware store, Ace Hardware, that this is actually a standard bolt. That's why the weird 11 millimeters fit this. But anyways, we all have metric, so that'll work. But so I got longer bolts. I just need slightly longer. Okay, so I'll take my end here and I'll go ahead and put in some air. Seems like stuff is holding. I'll probably look at the gauge first, which is right there. Let's take a look. $20. I'm going to go up to around 60 because that's what I remember when I did my other one. This is a gnarly pipe. I heard they're a little bit harder to do. So you guys can see it. take a look at that. You can see that's a lot better than it was. Here, I'm going to move you guys around. As you can see, it's not bad. I mean, slight crinkle there, but it's right by the seam. I mean, that's pretty good. That came out pretty decent. I like that. I'm gonna get my welding gloves so I can pick this up and kind of move it around, because there's one more dent on the side. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I don't think you're gonna get it too much better than that, but as you can see up here, I got one. I'm gonna set this on something so I don't burn my carpet here. Oh, I guess I only had it on 30 psi. I read the gauge wrong. So it got up to 40, added 10 psi by heating it. So I might actually add a little bit more pressure, and this will pop out, but it shows you. So you don't need too much pressure. Okay. I'm a little bit closer to 50 now. So let's go ahead and heat this up and see if it comes up. As you can see, got red hot, and it came out pretty dang good. I mean, it's never going to be perfect again, but it's basically adding the shape back. And this pipe, I mean, you could run it and you're not going to notice any power loss. And it got close to 60 psi, I think like 58, by heating that little spot up. So 50 psi might be the magic spot. So I'm going to go back to that other one that was really bad and see if that comes out even better. Okay, I didn't show you the whole thing, but I hit that spot there, that came out. Did one there, came out. And back to the big one again with the higher pressure. And I think it looks pretty dang good. I mean, don't you guys? I mean, that looks pretty dang good, and it was on that crease, and this is a gnarly pipe. So, you know, they're pretty heavy duty to begin with. Clamps, this system worked pretty good. I like the air system just because. Okay, my camera got so hot that it shut down. But I let the air out just like a normal bike valve, you know, for your tube. You just let the air piss out, drop the pressure down to 0, and now I can unbolt this. But overall, I like it. I like how this is much safer. So the method I used, I didn't even videotape ever. Didn't record it because I had wood deck screws, some aluminum bits, and I was smart enough to use on one end a valve, and I had up a bicycle pump with a gauge, and then I would just measure and I would just manually pump, and it worked. It worked on my gas pipe. But it was so sketchy, I never wanted to do it again. So this is well worth it. I'm going to be actually doing this in the Monument, Colorado area for people for a little money. So a little side hustle, and fix people's pipes. And I'll probably be charging a reasonable amount because, as you see, it's not a big deal. It doesn't take long. And yeah, any really bad pipes, my motto is going to be, if I some reason can't fix it, I'm just not going to charge you. But I do have a welder, and I can do brazing rods, and if there's any pinhole leaks, we can fill those in and get you back to hopefully somewhat better. And if it's not, like really good, I'm just not probably going to charge you. So we're going to see what my policy is, see how people abuse it. But I plan to do this in the Monument, Colorado area. I haven't decided on what price to set, but it's really easy to do. It's a way to save your pipe if you don't want to have one of those big pipe guards. And yeah, it works, and it's going to make the power come back. So anyways, have a good one. Stay well, stay safe, my friends. Bye.